There are times that students might receive what we call disbursements from Howard College. A disbursement is any money the college needs to give the student, such as money left on the student's account after their bill has been paid with scholarships, grants, or student loans. Whatever the reason a student is receiving money from Howard College, we need a way to return those funds. There are 3 options: a check, direct deposit to a personal bank account, or direct deposit to a student account with Herringbank set up through Howard College. Direct deposit is the most efficient way to get your money, and that is what this video will show you how to do. At the end of this video, I will explain the pros and cons of each option for you. We're going to start at the Howard College website to give you instructions on how to get to my HC in case you haven't done that before. If you already know the shortcut to my HC, we'll meet you there. So from the howardcollege.edu website, we're going to go to the student drop-down menu here, and then to the MyHC link on the left. That brings us to the login page. I'm logging in as Howie the Hawk. You're going to use the same username and password that you use for Blackboard or other campus activities to get logged in here. Next important step is that we go to Campus Connect to get to your dashboard. The first screen that's going to pop up is the 6 drop rule notification and an advising waiver. Make sure that you read through this and you understand it at some point. I'm going to select agree. And we're going to wait for our dashboard to load. From here, you can access the direct deposit window from account info, direct deposit setup. This is going to give us a pop-up, so you're going to want to make sure that you enable your pop-up options. So if you have a pop-up blocker, it may block it, and you want to make sure that you enable it. So I've opened up that pop-up for you. And from here, this is going to give you 2 options for direct deposit. You can choose your existing bank account. So say you have an account with a local bank, you'll do I choose my existing bank account. You'll put in your routing number, your account number, verify your account number, note if it's a checking or a savings, accept and finish. It's that easy. You're just going to want to make sure that you have that routing and account number available to you. If you choose that you're going to create an account through Herringbank, then you would select the second option. I choose the student checking account offered by Herringbank. And it's going to make sure that you review this information where it talks about their monthly service charges or no monthly service charges, ATM withdrawals, monthly fees, ATM fees if they're out of network. They do have an inactivity fee. So after 180 days of no transaction activity, they may charge you a $10 fee. And you're going to want to make sure you read through all of those items. There's also an agreement here that you can zoom in and read it if you want the more information. Once you're comfortable with that, then you'll hit it, accept and finish. That's really all there is to accepting, setting up your direct deposit from Howard College. Choosing which account, if you want to use a personal, or setting up a Herringbank account. If you have ever attended Howard College in the past, you may have a current direct deposit account on file. If this is not the window that pops up, if you get a notification saying that you already have direct deposit set up and it wants to send you an email, you'll follow through those instructions. If you're not sure where that account is or what account it is set up to, you can contact your campus business office and they can let you know whether you have a Herringbank account or if it's set to go to another account for you. And if you already have one set up, you'll follow through the instructions. It's going to send you an email. It'll show you what email address it sends that email to and information to contact Herringbank if you don't have access to that email account anymore, and how you can change that so that you can update your direct deposit. If you get to one of those steps and you are confused or have issues, please contact your business office and they can help walk you through how to change your direct deposit. I want to go back and give you some information about the different types of direct deposit options. For the disbursement options, so I told you in the beginning there are 3 types. There are checks, direct deposit to your personal account, or direct deposit to a student account. The pros for doing a check is that it's a tangible check that's going to come to you in your hand. You'll physically get that check, and you don't have to take any additional action. You want to make sure that your account information is correct in Campus Connect so that this mailing address that we have for you is correct, but no additional action. The cons to having the check is it does take the longest. When those funds are available, our business offices have to create the checks, put them in envelopes, mail them to you. If they get to you and your address was changed, they're going to have to be returned back to the business office. They'll have to contact you and find what your new address is, and multiple other steps to make sure that the checks get sent to the right place. So that is the cons. It can take a little bit longer, especially if there's an issue with the addresses or etc. Direct deposit to a personal account. The pros, it's much faster. When those funds are released, they're going to go to your bank, and then it'll be dependent on your bank on how quickly they show up in your account. There's a little less room for error as long as you keep your bank information up to date. You won't have to wait on a check to be mailed, etc. And you're already familiar with your bank operations, how they work, what your debit card is, what your logins are for your mobile banking, maybe, those types of things. The cons for a personal account. Maybe you don't have a personal bank account, or you forgot to update your direct deposit information if your bank account changes. And some students also choose to keep their school money separate. So they like to have any of their loans or that type of funding to go to a different bank account to keep it away from their day-to-day expenses. So that's one of the cons to a personal account. So some students may open a second personal account and choose to do it that way, or they may choose to do the student account through Howard College. So the direct deposit student account through Howard College and Herringbank, it is still going to be quicker than checks because it's going to deposit directly into that account. It can be set up for you immediately. You saw on that direct deposit how quickly that could be set up, and your debit card that you will receive doubles as a student ID. So once you set up that direct deposit, you want to get with the person who makes student IDs on your campus, and they will get you your debit card printed. The cons is that there is not a Herringbank branch in any of our campus towns. So if you're someone who likes to be able to go in physically to your bank, there is not a Herringbank branch in any of our campus towns, but they do have ATMs on each campus, and they offer online and mobile banking for making like mobile deposits, doing transfers, those kinds of things. And then they also may have fees for inactivity, which if you use a personal account, those may also have different types of fees, but they're things that you're going to be more comfortable with. That's what I have for you today on direct deposits. If you have any further questions, you can reach out to your business office, and they will do their best to guide you to doing what is best for you and your disbursement.